The clock of the end of time. In the big city of Ijerin, people talked about a magical clock. The clock could control the world, but if someone used it, they would die. Nobody knew if the story was true. One day, everything changed. Chapter 1. The First Sound. Kara was a young explorer. She loved old and strange things. One day she got a letter. Inside was a map. The map showed where the clock was. The letter said, "If you hear the clock, run. Time is dangerous." Kara was curious. She took her team and went underground. They found a big room. In the middle of the room was the clock. It was golden and beautiful, but it was not moving. Kara touched the clock. Suddenly, it made a loud sound. Dong. Chapter 2. Running from shadows. The sound was loud and scary. The clock started to move. The ground shook. Dark creatures came out of the walls. "Run!" Kara shouted. The team ran fast, but the creatures were faster. One by one, they disappeared. Kara was alone. She held the map and ran back to the clock. Chapter 3. The Guardian of the Clock. At the clock, Kara saw a person in black clothes. The person held an hourglass. "You should not be here," the person said. Their voice was deep and strange. "Who are you?" Kara asked. "I am the Guardian. I protect time." "You broke it," the Guardian said. The clock glowed bright. Kara was scared. "How can I fix it?" she asked. The Guardian said, "You must be brave. The clock shows your heart. Will you give everything to save the world?" Chapter 4. The Sacrifice. Kara touched the clock again. She was in a strange city. People stood still, like statues. Other people grew old and disappeared. The city kept changing. Kara saw an older version of herself. The older Kara held an hourglass. "You see now?" the older Kara said. "The clock is too powerful. You must break it." "If I break it, I will disappear too," Kara said. "Yes," the older Kara said, "but it will save the world." Kara took a deep breath. She broke the hourglass. Epilogue. Kara woke up. The clock was broken. The Guardian smiled. "You saved time," the Guardian said. Kara saw her team. They were alive, but Kara looked different. Her hair was gray and her face was older. As Kara left the ruins, she found a small piece of the clock in her pocket. It glowed softly. Time was not finished with her.